Hi guys, it's Chef Severino again. In the previous video, I showed you guys how to do a cross-section for the Rosé All Day for the eclair version. And today, I want to show you how to do a Verrine cross-section, as Verrines can be a little bit difficult because they have so many components and so many layers. So we're going to be taking inspiration here from the peanut butter and jelly Verrine that you will be doing soon enough in the class, as layering all of these components and making it into a drawing could be difficult. So if I was going to recreate this or even make my own Verrine, I would personally start with this shape. In this shape, I would turn it into our sphere cups. Here you go. So now that it's nice and big and I can have space to put all my layers in, I would take this and actually outline it with a little bit of a thicker line so it's defined. And then I would actually turn this transparent, no color, so that way we have a blank canvas to be able to incorporate all of our layers. So we're going to start here with a peanut butter crema first, and we are going to take actually the same exact shape that we just used for the Verrine, because we want it to be uniform. You know, it's all going to be kind of the same size, but by layers. And spread this all the way at the bottom. And we can find a color that fits that peanut butter crema. So then we're going to move on to our next layer, which is going to be the hibiscus jam. So for the hibiscus jam, I'm actually going to take a different shape, and I'm going to take this square right here with the rounded edges. Let's drag that all the way back here. And this will help kind of keep it all similar and looking nice and clean before I merge it, so I can see the difference between the colors. Let's change that color. The fun thing about Canva too is that you have this range of colors that you can do absolutely anything you want with it. So I want more of like that jam deep purple. I like that. And we're gonna move it so that it meets. Perfect. So that's my layer here. In between these two layers, we're gonna have our peanut butter cake. So basically what I'm gonna do is just take another one of these like rounded edges square, and we're gonna turn that into another layer. So as like you're layering in your Verrine, so you are layering in your diagram, your cross section. So we're gonna try to turn this into more of like a brown. Here we go. I like that. And let's make sure we give a good enough, because it has to be well distributed throughout the Verrine. What I always think of when making desserts is that each bite should all have all of the components, and you can taste every bit of the dessert. So now we're going to move on to our peanut butter Bavarian. So again, it's kind of like the same shape, just stacking it on top of the other, but in a clean way, and making sure that you can see every layer and that it's very distinctive. So that's why you want to play with colors. You want to play with different shapes, different ways to show it on your cross section, so it's very distinctive and we can see what you were trying to recreate. So that's gonna be my Bavarian right here. Let's make this a little bit of a lighter color. That, I like it. We're getting somewhere. And then we're gonna do our milk chocolate right here. And let's grab another one of these shapes. I think I'm actually gonna do the regular square, and this is gonna be a much darker and thinner layer. So we're just gonna make sure we spread that. And this honestly also gives you a run through of how you want to build your dessert and kind of memorize what's going to be in it, the way that it's going to be put in it. And it's a good practice, really. It's also really fun. I really enjoy doing things like this. So we're almost there. So now we're gonna do the meringue kisses, which, as you can see, we have so many different shapes here. So we're just gonna go down to our teardrops. So you can make kisses into this, or you can even look up meringue kisses on the picture side. But we're just gonna take this. I'm seeing that I'm running a little bit out of room here on my Verrine, so I'm actually gonna expand that. And that's the good part. Like, if you need a little bit more space, you could definitely do that. Then we're going to make our little teardrops a little smaller. And you can also twist them. Do you want it to look a little bit more to the side? You can do that as well. Since we're gonna turn this into a light purple, so we're gonna take this purple and make it a little lighter. There we go. I like that. And we just want to play around with it a little bit, so I can actually duplicate that and move it here. Make them a little smaller so you can have many. As you can see, Verrines are a little bit harder. And then for this big chocolate plaquette, all you would do is, again, you just gotta play with sizes and colors and different shapes. You would just take this circle and we would turn it into a light purple. Let's do this purple. And then you're gonna move your plaquette over here. We're gonna send this to the back. Send to the back. Oh, do I actually like that? No, I didn't like that. So we're gonna bring it forward. And then you would just take another circle, and to make it look like there's a hole in it, you're just gonna turn this circle into white, make it smaller, and now it looks like a circle. Yeah, so you can continue playing with this, add more kisses, and you can also, like I taught you before, select it all, group, and that way you can move your dessert anywhere you need on the page without breaking up any of the elements. Well, thank you so much, and I appreciate all of you for watching, and see you in class. Bye-bye.